It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey man, there's been a lot of conversation and controversy going around all week about these different places where men should be taking women or shouldn't be taking women, more specifically on a first date. Now, there was a viral clip over about a week ago where I have to say it, of course, it was a black lady, and I only speak of her race because it's a part of the conversation. She was in the passenger seat, out on a date, or on the way to a date, I should say, with a young man. And the young man, I guess he was of some sort of Middle Eastern descent. I'll just say that. You know what I mean? I would say he's Indian, but we don't know that. You know what I mean? We don't know exactly where he's from, but that's how it appeared on the video. He pulls up to the spot. He goes to open her car door to let her out, being a gentleman, by the way. She locks the door, rolls the window down like, hey, what's up? What we doing? You pulled up to the Cheesecake Factory. We not really fucking with this. I'm not with that. I don't eat at the Cheesecake Factory. You can't bring me here on a first date. This is not what I was looking forward to. She's on live, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Talking to her fans on live while he's letting her out the car, which was my first inclination that this shit was a skit. It was fake because there's so much viral content coming out on a daily basis. People are contriving things. People are creating their own scenarios. We've covered a few of those on this channel. You know what I'm saying? But I already knew off rip what it was, but it created a larger conversation, right? Guy gets back in the car and he's like, hey, we're here at the Cheesecake Factory because I had already set up a reservation for a different restaurant. Unfortunately, I pulled up. You took an hour to even come outside. You weren't ready when I got here. Therefore, we missed our reservation. So now this is where we're at. He saw that she was ungrateful. He said, I'm finna take you back to your crib. You can eat whatever the fuck you want tonight and I'll go my separate way. Cool. Since that video has come out, they're doing interviews now. They're revealing that it indeed was a skit. No surprise there. But again, it created a larger conversation because people are now putting out a list of places that you should not take a woman on a first date. Very interesting. Now, I can only chime in with limited input because I haven't been on a first date in years. I don't plan on going on no more first dates. I'm engaged. I'm soon to be married. I got a child on the way. This shit is above me at this point. But just for conversation's sake and to speak to my people on here, depending on if you got somebody, significant other, if you're single, if you're in the dating market, I want to know, do you concur with some of this shit? Do you agree? Do you disagree? We want to know. Let's have a conversation, all right? So now let's get into the list of places that these women don't want to go nowadays. All right, at the top of the list, we have the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know what everybody has against cheesecake nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because it's in the front of the mall. I don't know. But that used to be like one of them spots that people like to go. They enjoyed the cheesecake. They enjoyed the food. It was a good time. You know what I'm saying? And it was modestly priced to where, you know what I mean? It's not overly priced, right? But it's not exactly the cheapest shit that you could go to either, right? So a lot of y'all, I don't know, man. The game has changed. The game has changed a lot. Number two, we got Applebee's. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I mean, Applebee's ain't the best food possible. It ain't the best place that you could go to eat, but I mean, it is quiet enough depending on what side of town you on, what night you go. Number three, we got Chili's, kind of in the same boat. You could at least get you some baby back ribs. You know what I mean? They don't taste that bad. I still eat Chili's. We do the motherfucking takeout, you know what I mean? But yeah. Number four, Chipotle. I can understand this, but on the same token, all of this stuff is very trivial, right? Because you might meet somebody that's really fucking with Chipotle. Me and my lady went out to get some Chipotle one day during the pandemic. We definitely seen somebody out on a first date going to Chipotle, and it looked like they was on their way somewhere else right after. And these were two black people, man. They looked like a very cute couple when you seen them together. You know what I mean? I thought they had already been together. My lady said no. She was telling him how she saw him on the app. I was like, shit, more power to him. And I feel like this is going to apply to the majority of the settings in this list. It's like, what are you dating for, right? What are you looking for? What is your standard and why is it the standard, right? Are you genuinely trying to connect with somebody, or do you want to be shown a good time so that you could go brag to your girls about a nigga that spent the whole sack on you and you never called a nigga back? Or by the time y'all get to the next date, y'all already arguing. Y'all already can't agree on shit. Because if you're coming into a situation of trying to meet another soul, why would you have a combative attitude? Why would you not come in with an open mind? Why would you not come in to connect with a person on a genuine, equal level? You know what I'm saying? It's a power struggle that's going on in our community. People are out here every day contributing to the confusion, contributing to the motherfucking disconnect between black men and black women. I can only speak on us because that's what I am. But I just feel like there's so many unnatural barriers on the genuine connection that y'all keep pushing for no reason. But let's continue. Next up, we got Olive Garden. I ain't mad at Olive Garden, right? For the amount of money they charge you at Olive Garden, you can make better pasta at the crib. It's a lot of other places. You can go to Carrabba's instead of goddamn Olive Garden. You know what I'm saying? Similar prices. The food gonna be a little different though. It's gonna hit a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? Or if you wanna go to an Italian, you know what I mean? Go to one of the local Italian spots, especially the ones that don't open till about 12, 1 o'clock during the day. Them the ones that you want to get to. They're going to be a little bit more upscale. They might charge you a little bit more. It's going to be similar to that Olive Garden, but it ain't going to taste similar. You feel me? Number 6, the movies. Now, I kind of understand the movies, right? The movies ain't really a setting where you can talk to somebody, get to know them. You're not really going to connect all that well. It's more so like you sitting there watching something and you're enjoying it together. Y'all may have a couple snickers, couple laughs, share a couple little anecdotes during the movie. But for the most part, it's not a place where people want to hear y'all carry on a conversation. That might be the spot you go to after y'all already eat. You know what I'm saying? But just doing the movie straight up, you know what I mean? I don't know. Might not be the best. They say any fast food chain. Yeah, that's pretty standard. But yeah, again, everything is relative to your mentality, man. Don't let nobody tell you what you shouldn't do. If you meet somebody that's down with it, hopefully y'all on the same plane. Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, y'all getting a little funny with it, man. Buffalo Wild Wings, man, that's a very neutral place. If y'all got one in the intersection between where this person live and the other person live, meet up there, get you some wings and shit, man. Have a good time. It's a nice ambiance. It ain't the ambiance of like romance. It's an ambiance of fun. It's an ambiance of catch a game, something sports related on TV, something exciting. You can still get drinks. You know what I mean? It's like, it's cool. Next up, Wingstop. That's definitely a step down from Buffalo Wild Wings, all right? Especially out here in Atlanta. Niggas don't fuck with Wingstop like that. I mean, it's decent, but it's a lot better that you could get. Number 11, Red Lobster. Hey, man, Red Lobster is a staple in all black society. Please do not try to take Red Lobster out of the pantheon of where people go to eat. Them cheddar biscuits got that shit for you, man. And that might be your introduction to seafood. That might be what you like. Next up is a buffet. Hey, man. Buffet may not be the best place to take a date. Buffet is definitely more of a comfort zone. You don't want somebody to got there show you that they finna eat 6 plates at the buffet. You know what I mean? You drop that little 25 pack on they food, you drop a 25 on yours, and you like, shit, I'm good after 2 plates. And the other motherfucker with you done ate about 10. They done had about 3 main courses. They done got the lasagna. They done got the steak. They waiting on a burger. They got dessert on the way with cake and ice cream and shit with the big cookie and shit. Hey, that might not be the most flattering place to go. Number 13, IHOP. I mean, yeah, there's other breakfast options out there. You could be a little bit more thoughtful if you're doing breakfast, man. You could really go to one of these little brunch spots or something like that, kind of jazz it up. You know, a lot of y'all like to get dressed up to go to the brunch spot. It ain't nothing special. It basically is IHOP at the end of the fucking day. Let's keep it real. These brunch spots, these little breakfast places y'all be goddamn partying and having the DJs at with the goddamn grass wall and shit, that ain't nothing but IHOP with a little bit of goddamn decoration. It's all the same shit, and the food ain't all that different for real. Especially the pancakes. Pancakes from a lot of these places be the same as shit. They not homemade buttermilk shit. They got them putting the mix in the bag, the same old mix that you ain't doing from scratch, and putting that shit on your plate and charging you an extra goddamn $15 for it. But if you a chicken and waffles type, do your thing. Number 14, Denny's. It's kind of in the same boat as IHOP, you know what I mean? You don't really see Denny's around your neighborhood too much like that anyway. Them motherfuckers been decreasing since the last 20 years, excuse me. Once we heard that them motherfuckers was racist and they was kicking niggas out, which I've never actually experienced in a Denny's, but that was the rumor. A lot of us, skin folks, stopped going there any goddamn way. Number 15, the gym. There's cap on that one. This is cap. There's a lot of fitness folks out there. They meet up at the gym. They have a damn good time. This is a way that they connect on a different type of level. This is where you start getting that mental connection. This is where you start getting that common interest type shit. I ain't going to the gym for a day because I don't go to the gym on the reg any motherfucking way. But if that's your thing, do what the fuck you do. Number 16, church. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me on. No, sir. That's not happening. But for all of you sanctified, sanctimonious people, that might be something for you. You know what I mean? Go get you the good word, right? Look over your shoulder, see how that person's taking it in. See if they goddamn scolding. See if they starting to sweat, right? Or see if they open to the word. That might be something that y'all connect on. Y'all can leave. Y'all go to dinner afterwards. Talk about the word of the day. What the pastor was on. You might invite that person to your church next time around. Hey, man, I can't speak on all that because I don't live that lifestyle. Number 17, Starbucks. Again, I'm going to call cap on this. There's a lot of people that go to Starbucks on the first date. There's a lot of women out there that are down with Starbucks. They might even suggest Starbucks on the first date. It's not intrusive. It's cool ambiance. Most people like coffee or something on the menu. It's not very costly, you know. You're going to have people around. It's easy to get the fuck up out of there. If a nigga tripping, if a nigga on some crazy shit, they could run up out of that motherfucker and people go see what's going on. You might actually get some help from somebody that see you in distress at motherfucking Starbucks. There's a lot of places out there where if you're having an issue, somebody chasing you, somebody trying to come at you, or just being irate, they just going to watch it happen. People at Starbucks, they a little bit more uppity. They gonna come in and intervene. Number 18, coffee date. That's the same shit as Starbucks. You played yourself when y'all put the same shit on the list. This is how we know y'all not thinking clear. Number 19, ice cream dates, okay? Another cap. We just gonna, tug on the cap a little bit because there's a lot of people out there that's doing ice cream dates, especially if you go to Mixin. Shout out to Trishana. You know what I'm saying? The people that do that roll ice cream, you know what I'm saying? That's a step up from that Baskin-Robbins 31 flavor shit you used to. You know what I'm saying? Get you some of that rolled ice cream where they make it for you right in front of you. Yeah, you might enjoy that. Again, cost effective. A way for y'all to sit outside or sit inside the setting, have a conversation. Again, do what you do. Number 20, family functions. Yeah, this is a little bit out of line. Right? You don't want to bring somebody into intimate setting like this where you around family, where motherfuckers calling you by your old nickname that they called you since you was 2 years old. Some of y'all niggas out there still getting disrespected by your family. You pull up, bring your girl to the spot, nigga come up and give you a fucking noogie and a wedgie and shit. Yeah, that ain't it. You don't do that yet. You gonna have to get that a few more months. Make sure she for real, serious, real deal with you. Then you bring around your family, man. Number 21, movie night. This is the same thing as the house. Ain't nothing wrong with the house, man. Like, if that's what you into, if the person is down with coming to your house, if people are setting proper boundaries, there's nothing wrong. Well, I won't say there's nothing wrong with it, right? Proceed with caution if that's what you into, right? Because there are people out here, like myself, that can really cook, could throw down a little something, you know what I'm saying? So that could be a love language. That could be something to actually spark up a conversation. That's a connection, of course. People want to know, hey, what can you personally do out of your own kindness and thoughtfulness to actually cater to a romantic interest? It ain't always about how much you could spend. Anybody can spend. Well, I won't say anybody can spend because it's a lot of motherfuckers that ain't got no bread. But anybody with a few dollars can spend money, throw money at a person, try to impress them, you know, go to the same spots that they see everybody and their mama going to. But if you know how to put together a meal, you know how to put together a little presentation, you know how to put together a drink or something like that. If you're into a alcoholic beverage and you know how to put that together, put on a good movie, have a conversation. Hey, some people link up and watch documentaries, right? So again, this all depends on where you are upstairs, man. But again, proceed with caution because a lot of these niggas out here, I will say, on some fugazi shit. If you come in their house, you may never leave, or they might try some fool shit. Ladies, start arming yourself if you're going into a movie night home situation. Crowbar, something. Mace. You could attach the mace to your keys. Pepper spray that motherfucker, man. Number 22, somewhere that requires a long drive. Hey, man, we in Atlanta. Anywhere in the Atlanta area or outside the perimeter is considered a long drive, okay? Anything over 15, 20 minutes is considered a long drive. Once you go to 30, yeah, that's what they're calling it. However, that could be Marietta, that could be Kennesaw. You might live in Gwinnett. The other person might live in the city. One person might live on the south side. You might be in Gwinnett. You're going to have to make some concessions if you're really trying to find love. A lot of you motherfuckers putting too much boundaries on your shit, which is why you bound to be alone for the rest of your motherfucking life. Number 23, bowling. Cap. Bowling is one of the most fun things that you could do with a person. You could link with a stranger, teach a person how to bowl, show them your skill, your prowess. That's something to connect on, man. Definitely have done that before. Y'all are tripping, man. Especially with how expensive bowling is these days. Gone are the days of the $2 games. Gone are the days of the $3 shoes. Gone are the days where you could goddamn drop $50 and bowl all night. Okay? These motherfuckers want you to pay $50 per head per person, plus shoes, plus food, plus this, plus that. You might leave a motherfucking bowling alley spinning $150, and you look up and say, damn, it was just two of us. We bowled for two hours. We got food. Shit looking a little shaky to me. Bolero, y'all niggas tripping. Number 24, nightclubs. Yeah, I don't know nobody that was linking up at the nightclub on a first date. I mean, something like that. You probably been speaking to this person on social media for a while. Y'all already been talking. Y'all already been done everything except link up. You feel me? If y'all pulling up to the nightclub for a date, like, what you gonna do? Bring her to your section? Y'all finna really do some boogie oogie oogie shit? Y'all gonna get on the floor and dance to that Faith Evans with the Fat Man Scoop? Shit don't go down like that no more. That's only in the movies, my nigga. Number 25, the hookah bar. Kind of the same shit, but not. You know what I mean? It's a lot more chill. Hookah, I mean, it's a lot of, hey, this is a cheat code for real. That motherfucking hookah bar, man, the way these ladies be addicted to that hookah, they may not smoke weed, they may not drink heavy, they may not they may not be into a lot of the other proclivities y'all niggas into, but that motherfucking hookah, man, especially if you go back to when goddamn Young Thug put that pass me the hookah shit out, that was definitely an era for anybody that was on the scene, okay? Number 26, a bar for just drinks. This is cap also. This is cap. All you alcoholic motherfuckers, you know, if a nigga invite you to a bar that got good drinks, especially that motherfucking shit that y'all like, that hood shit that y'all niggas be running a tab up on, the Casamigos and all that other bullshit, man, the Clase Azul, you pulling up. Especially if you could get a little bite to eat while you in that motherfucker, you gonna pull. Quit playing. Waffle House. There's a lot of Waffle House dates going on out here. Y'all niggas are lying to me. It's too many people that be at the motherfucking Waffle House when a nigga pull up trying to get in and out. You lying. And number 28, sports events. We gonna call cap once more. Okay? A lot of y'all ain't never been to the Hawks game. A lot of y'all ain't never been. Hey, let a nigga say he gonna take you to the Yankees. Let a nigga say he gonna take you to see the Lakers. You know how much of a bag a nigga gotta drop to go to a Laker game? You going, you rolling. Cause you understand, shit, nigga got money. It's people in LA that have never in their life even considered going to a motherfucking Laker game because that shit gonna cost more than their house rent, mortgage and shit. Quit playing with the people. I'm calling cap on over half of this list. Very much calling Kaepernick, okay? Now, in response to this list coming out, we have some gentlemen, some non-gentlemen, excuse me. We got some Negroes out here that are actually putting in their bid on who they don't want to date. On the other side, on the opposite spectrum, the women. This shit is getting a little out of hand too. I ain't gonna lie. I looked at this list and I was like, oh wait, this shit is bad. I ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get into it. Number 1, they say single mothers. That's cap. That is cap. That is cap. That is cap. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something for real, man. All you niggas that don't want to date single mothers, you are really exposing yourself to be the weakest link. I'm gonna be all the way real. My current fiance, we've been together 4 years, going on 5. She was a single mother when I met her. She had a child that was in high school. Everything is all good. We still together. Thing about dating a single mother is she not going to play with your ass. Once she decides that she's interested in you, she's not out here trying to see no other niggas, right? Most of them. Now, for you motherfucking slumlords, I don't know how that shit go. I've been out that side of the game for a long time. You know what I mean? But an actual single mother that's serious about life, doing her thing, making sure that she's taking care of herself and her family on a real stability level, she not really gonna let you play with her like that. So that's why y'all niggas don't be wanting single mothers, because y'all still be trying to play the field. Y'all still be having about 3-4 of them joints that be hitting you up and you too weak in the flesh to let them go. Y'all, like I said, weak links. Number 2, women with tattoos. We not even gonna address that shit, man. It's 2023, man. How many women you know? How many men you know? How many people in general do you know that don't have not one single motherfucking tattoo, okay? I'm the unicorn out this motherfucker. I ain't really with needles and all that type of shit. So that ain't gonna be me. But I'm part of the minority at this point. So you already know you ain't gonna find too many women that ain't got nothing. She ain't got no goddamn Chinese print on her ankle. No nothing. Nah, fam. Number 3, women who dress like this in public. I don't know what there must have been a photo with the original piece. We don't see it, so we're not going to address it. I would think they're either dressing ratchet or they're dressing overly revealing or sexy. If that's your preference, that's cool. If you don't like that type of woman, that's cool too. Number 4, sex workers. This is a very slippery slope, very sticky. You know, just depends on the type of quality of life you really want, okay? The OnlyFans girls, hey man, there's a lot of people out here that's been on the OnlyFans scene doing like feet pics and shit like that. That's kind of harmless, man. People fetishizing the feet. If you kind of mad at that, it could be a gateway drug, right? It could be. But if that's all they doing, you might be in the clear. Now, some of this other shit that they doing, they spreading eagle, you know what I'm saying? Or they lifting the cheeks and doing all that type of shit, or exhibiting on toys. Yeah, you might want to watch out. Like, it's innocent till it ain't. You feel me? And for somebody that's really serious, you might not be willing to take that chance. I get it. Strippers, hey man, some of these strippers got a bigger bag than you, man. Now, I understand you might not want your woman to reveal herself in public spaces, and if that's you, all good. That ain't your vibe. We not gonna try to make you be with nobody you don't want to be with, right? We don't want you to have to throw her profession in her face every time you get mad. But we just gonna say not every stripper is sleeping around. We just gonna put that out there. Instagram models, that's also a very slippery slope. The Instagram model from 2010 is not the Instagram model from 2023. There's a lot of nuance that has to go into that. That's not even really a profession like that these days. The Instagram girls are now the shade room girls. They doing the Fashion Nova deals and shit like that. She might got more money than your dumb ass, and she might be able to get you an endorsement. So don't keep the door closed on that unless you just trying to live a different type of way. It's all good though. Number 5, women with an IG page. We not addressing no bullshit like that. Number 6, women with non-ear piercings. Nope, not playing with you. Women with purple hair or any other unnatural color, we not playing with y'all. You niggas are revealing yourselves to be the weakest link. Like I said, anybody that would actually co-sign this list, a lot of this shit on here, I'm looking at you sideways. You ain't get your ass beat enough, or maybe you got your ass beat too much when you was a kid. Either way, we not fucking with it. Number 8, women with whole friends. This could be a slippery slope, okay? There's some women out there that got self-control. They got their friends. They keep them at arm's length. They not trying to partake in none of the shit that they into. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't be influenced by the whole friend, okay? Because out here, we hear that Tyrese's ex-wife is out here blaming her friends for filing for divorce and shit like that. Now she regretting it. Yeah. Don't be too influenced by your friends. They're going to have you in a bad spot, man. You're going to be left alone forever. You're going to be sitting with your dogs and your cats trying to play with your cat. You don't want to do that. Number 9, models who market to men. Again, you motherfuckers, why are y'all putting the same type of categories as different numbers? Y'all playing yourself and you're showing that you're not really paying attention to what's going on. You're not paying attention to your own credentials. That's a red flag. Number 10, women who travel regularly. Ooh, shit. That's going to ruffle some feathers for real. That's going to make a couple people mad, because there are some women who, hey man, they just out here living abroad. Like they got jobs where they could work remote and shit like that. They constantly on the move. They not even really into no men. They just want to be in nice places while they work. That's a legit thing. Not every woman out here that travels is Stella trying to get her groove back, you know what I'm saying? But of course, with that, you have to understand the character of the person. You got to look into what they're about. A lot of these people, hey, I'm going to tell you something, man. A lot of you niggas out there, y'all be fucking up because you be wanting this eye candy prize person. You really do want the IG models. You do want the bottle girls. You do want these types of women, but you want them to be who you want them to be when they meet you. Right? They be catching your eye and shit. You be chasing them down. You be all in their DMs. But soon as they hit you back, you want them to quit their job and quit doing everything and drop everything that they had going on in their life prior to meeting you. That's where y'all be fucking up, man. You think you could just change somebody and just redirect them off their path. You cannot do that shit, because if anybody came in and tried to do that shit to you deliberately without good reasoning, like a child or trying to slow down and get married, you wouldn't be with that shit neither, man. I'm calling everybody out. Number 11, women who drink liquor regularly. I wouldn't be with an alcoholic. That's another gateway into a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to be overly aggressive with you. Somebody that might be a little bit too out of it to have serious talks. So when you try to be serious with them, they might be fucked up in the game. Drugs and alcohol, that's definitely a non-negotiable for me. But do what you do. Women with weak or absentee fathers, I'm calling cap right now. Everybody is responsible for their own actions. Just because their father may have not been in their life or not been the best does not mean that they can't be a good partner, or that they have no vision or understanding of what a relationship should be. Everybody's out here figuring it out on their own. You got to do that on a case-by-case basis, right? Again, look into the person's character. Number 13, women who live alone. This is some dumbass shit right here. Who the fuck wrote this? Who filled this out on the motherfucking Scantron? Women who live alone is somebody you would never take on a date? Well, she got to have roommates. You don't want her to have kids. What, you want to live with her parents? The fuck is this, man? Number 14, women with a party voice. We not talking about that. Number 15, women on dating apps. I ain't gonna say nothing about that neither, man. I met my fiance on a dating app called BLK, and we have been okay since then. Fuck that. Number 16, women who have been on Fresh and Fit podcast. Okay, anybody that allowed themselves to be down talked on that podcast, you might want to question, right? That's all we're gonna do with that one. Number 17, women with quote unquote lists. That could be for real. I might be on your side with that one. Anybody that got all these motherfucking 15 different standards on a list, but y'all niggas done made a list over here. So what we talking about? Number 18, women who have been engaged before. This is dumb as fuck. By the time you get in your 30s, you're going to meet women that have been engaged before. So a lot of you niggas are revealing yourselves to either be children, young niggas, or niggas with young nigga mindset. We not really getting into none of that. Number 19, divorcees, same shit. Number 20, American black women. Who wrote this, a white boy? Matter of fact, we know it's a black man that wrote this shit. You one of them passport bros. Get the fuck out of here. We not doing nothing with that. And number 21, women raised in the West. In the West Coast, or the West as in America? Because if you mean the West as in America, then I'm starting to look at Pakistan a little different. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, this is some dumbass shit, man. Let me go ahead and close this out. We're not going to justify that with a response either. So yeah, man, we've practically spent a half hour on all of this bullshit that y'all compile. I hope by now you understand all of this shit is trivial, is dumb. And again, if you're on the dating scene, if you're trying to settle down and have a life with somebody, find a real partner, a lot of this stuff on these lists are not gonna fucking matter at the end of the day. Especially once y'all get together, a lot of these places that are on that list are gonna be the places that y'all are frequenting the most when you're trying to eat quick, you're trying to eat inexpensively. You know what I'm saying? You might have a trip coming up, you might got rent coming up, you might got mortgage coming up, you might have all this different shit. If you got kids, you got shit you gotta do for them. Hey man, don't let these stupid single motherfuckers tell you how to live your life with your partner or how to find your partner, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. You might want to take it from some motherfuckers that actually had success in relationships than some niggas online just coming up with some bullshit out their ass. That's all I got for y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. I'll see y'all on the next one, all right? Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. I got 'em, get checked, no problem. Motivate like Wallow, chick gon' follow.